Conference win this weekend. And you won't find this grandmother in a rocking chair. She spends her time in the boxing ring. Robert has sports next.
Aren't serious about their craft? You may change your mind after meeting this Central Texas woman. What's a 37-year-old grandmother from Woodway doing in a boxing ring? Trying to knock you out, of course.
I call myself Linda Robinson, the feminine me on the outside of the ring, but my evil twin is on the inside of the ring fighting.
Linda Robinson has been boxing for about 8 months. She trains at the Waco Boxing Club. She got into the sport just to stay in shape. But the former third-ranked player in the world in amateur racquetball soon found out she has a knack for the sweet science.
They stuck me in the ring the second day I was here. They had me sparring with a guy, and I just happened to get in a good shot and made his lip bleed, and I thought, you know, hey, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, the first time that I seen her, met her, I just said, well, just another passing through woman. And then she showed that she had the coachability, and she got the condition and everything else.
What she doesn't have now is ring experience. She's only fought once, but did win by a unanimous decision in front of an excited crowd in Houston. Women's professional boxing is still a novelty. The fighters that have the most sex appeal get the most headlines, something that Robinson is prepared to deal with.
You know, the sex appeal obviously is going to draw the crowd. And whether you like her or whether you don't, that's always going to be a factor because most boxing fans are men.
Robinson says she eventually wants to train or manage women fighters, but for now, she's content with trying to knock down barriers out of the ring and opponents in the ring.
Well, she can be, I say, top of the line if she wants to. I mean, it's all up to her, and I say the women boxing is a great calling right now. There's a future. It doesn't really make a difference how old or how young, as long as you have the desire.
I'm a woman, but I'm also an athlete. And outside of the ring, I'm about as gentle as they come. But inside of the ring, you better watch out.
Convince me. See you
at 10.
5, where local news comes first.
Well, forget the threat. Wait till your father gets home. And tonight's Ragtime, it's a whole different story. Wait till your grandma.
One tough grandma.
Wow.
Tougher than this whole table put together. Linda Robinson is a unique story. She's a professional boxer with a perfect 2-0 record. Women are scared to death of her, men are taken by her, and one little fella thinks the world of her. Linda is answering the bell for today's Ragtime.
This may be the image you conjure up when I say the word grandma. Well, folks, do I have news for you? This grandma packs a punch.
I go about 100 rounds per fight, sparring in the gym, and I spar with men because I haven't been able to keep women in the gym with me.
She scares her opponents, but not her grandson.
He pretty much hangs out with me, and he respects it and knows that whenever I'm fighting, I'm okay, I'm not hurt, and you know, he's okay with it.
You're going to grandma's house, and it's going to be fun and this and that. This young man comes to your house, and you're out there sparring, or
I'm
hitting the
not
heavy
baking
bag.
cookies, if that's what you're saying.
Well, she's a grandma. She can't be that tough.
Well, to top it off, I'm a former model, so they think, you know, soft and a pushover, she's going to be easy to walk through.
I'll say, this fight lasted 17 seconds. Quick work, if you can get it.
Hey! My first KO!
Not bad for a grandma, but how did she stumble into the sweet science?
It was a Mother's Day present, so getting me into the gym for boxing, and then, of course, the second day I was in the gym, they stuck me in the ring, and I was able to get in a good shot with a guy that was well past my weight. He weighed about 175. I made his lip bleed, and I was real surprised that I'd done it, and I thought it was kind of cool, so the rest is history.
My grandmother is this little British woman, 78 years old.
Yeah.
Mine's busy making matzo ball.
I could never see her boxing. Unbelievable story. She's tough. She's going to be fighting again in Houston on April 20th at the Radisson Astrodome.
She's something.
She's very, very nice.
All the way to the championship.
You thinking boxing's tough, but she's a sweetheart. Ragtime, fellas and ladies and kids, whoever would like to become a part of it, please call me 713-778-8.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to our opening bout of the evening. When the bell sounds, the man in charge, Mr. Barry Yates. And now introducing the principals first, out of the red corner, wearing all black colored trunks, She weighed in at a trim 133 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, she's fighting her professional debut. Help me welcome from Jacksonville, Texas, Sharon Searles. And introducing her opponent to my right out of the blue corner, also wearing black colored trunks with gold colored trim. She's also fighting her professional debut and is weighing in at a trim 127.5 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, she hails from Waco, Texas. Help me welcome Linda Robinson.
Take a look at the tail of the tape, and Bob Spagnola, this is an interesting matchup. We've got one lady who's sparred 100 rounds in the gym getting ready for her pro debut. That would be Linda Robinson, but we cannot say the same about Searles. She's coming in with no experience whatsoever.
Yeah, Sharon's only been in the gym a couple of months, but I'll tell you something, you can throw out a lot of that. Sharon was a high school athlete herself, and sometimes athleticism can make up for a lot, but no doubt about it, Linda Robinson is the better prepared of the two tonight.
And we are underway, the first of 7 big fights here as we close out the year in style at the Radisson Astrodome, courtesy of our friends Browning Boxing. Robinson in the white top and the black trunks, with a little flash down the side. Searles all black.
Yeah, Linda Robinson, she's been working on her jab. She knew that she was fighting a short opponent. That's what she wants to do. Fire off that jab. You know, I mean, you look at it here. Obviously, they're very inexperienced, both of them. Robinson has been in the gym working hard for this, but it, you know, it's not the same level of accomplishment. But look at that jab, Linda Robinson. I mean, you got to take, even at this stage of the game, you take what your opponent gives you.
Searles
you
comes
see
back with a right.
come back. You know, she'll be, obviously she's inexperienced, she'll be a wild swinger, but you know, sometimes you could get hit with those wild punches when you're inexperienced. You get caught up in the moment. That's what Linda Robinson needs to do. Continue, there it is, just pump that jab.
Nice combination. Linda's sparring against girls and guys, and she's starting to set up her opponent early in round 1.
Nice boxing. Hey, Linda Robinson seems good. She's within herself. She's not getting all excited. She hit Sharon a couple of good shots, but she didn't get overly excited, didn't jump on her. She's leaving herself good punching range there. She tries a right hand to the body.
Looks a little bit like Christy Yeager after several pro fights, but not in Christy's debut. Good action here as Searles comes in.
There Sharon lands a shot. Hey, listen, you don't want to have your pro debut and not get hit a lick. And now Linda Robinson's, she's been baptized.
She got her nose broken and had 2 black eyes during training, right at the beginning of training, so she knows how tough the fight game can be.
As pretty a woman as this, too. That's got to be something when you go home with 2 black eyes and a broken nose. You got to realize, do I really want to do this? But she's a competitor. That's what it's all about. You know, her whole life she's been competing, and she enjoys it, and I don't think she's got any second doubts in her mind that this is something that she wants to work at. And there's Sharon Searles lands another fight.
We end the round with a flurry. We move to further action in the fight. This portion of Browning Boxing brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers, Players Island Casino, and Hooters. This portion of Browning Boxing brought to you by Everlast. When you need it to last, make sure it's Everlast. This portion of Browning Boxing brought to you by the Ritz. Happy hour, 11 to 7, Monday through Friday. Go see Rick Haas at the Ritz. Welcome back to the Radisson Astrodome. Round 2 of our first of 7 tonight. Linda Robinson in the black trunks and white top, taking on Sharon Searles in the all-black outfit. Robinson starts up right where she left off in round 1, Bob.
Well, it's funny now. Both of them took some instructions in their corner. And, you know, you can see that Linda's getting down low. She's trying to get down to the eye level of Sharon here and punch off of that. But, you know, when everything's going your way so much like it did in the first round for Linda Robinson, sometimes you don't want to try a lot of that. Jab is working to perfection. Sometimes, you know, you're satisfied with just doing that. You know you're winning the fight easy, but I think she's going to try some different things. She's been so excited, you know, preparing for this fight that I think she wants to get a lot done. But that's when you put yourself in harm's way, when you start taking chances.
She sparred 25 hours a week. She worked in the gym since May getting ready, including 103-minute rounds with guys and girls. And it's paying off so far early in this fight as she lands another left and another.
But I'll tell you something, Sharon Searles, she's got that right hand. She's looking just, she knows she's not going to win this fight on points. She's looking to land one big punch and really shake Linda Robinson up. She figures if she can hit this pretty woman, she can get something done. So let's see.
Robinson scoring a will, but Searles certainly coming in now, trying to land some big shots.
Impressive with Linda Robinson. She's with the Life Partners group from Waco, Texas, and she's well trained. She's well prepared for this. You see so many, especially women, not to be down on them, but that aren't ready for this kind of, you know, fighting like this and fighting on television. It's a very unforgiving medium. You know, you can see it and everybody can see it. But I'm really impressed with her. She's working off that jab. She just poleaxing Sharon Searles with that jab, and you see her bleeding from the nose.
Professional fight, absolutely. Robinson, the #3 women's amateur racquetball player in the country, so she is athletic, and we are through 2 rounds. This portion of Browning Boxing brought to you by Budweiser, the King of Beers, Hooters, and Players Island Casino. We move to further action in the fight. This portion of Browning Boxing brought to you by the Ritz. Go see Rick Haas at the Ritz. This portion of Browning Boxing brought to you by Everlast. Quality and tradition, when you need it to last, you make sure it's Everlast. This portion of Browning Boxing brought to you by Browning Boxing Online. Check them out at www.browningboxingonline. Get your tickets for next year's great fights. The first fight of the year 2000, January the 20th. Round 3 of our first of 7 tonight. Alan Litvak, Bob Spagnola, glad to have you with us. This is the only place to be for live boxing here in Houston, the 3rd Thursday of most months of the year. Bob, 11 big fights next year for Browning Boxing.
We're really excited about it. We're picking it up a little bit. We're going to make, you know, this monthly fight card here in town, our own little sport, our own little major franchise here.
That is Linda Robinson, the former model from Waco. You may have seen her modeling up around Dallas, giving it and taking it with Sharon Searles. Round 3 of a scheduled 4-rounder. Both ladies debut. Searles from Jacksonville, Linda from Waco. Working with John McLemore and the fine gang up there.
Oh, there, Sharon tried to right-hand to the body a little bit there. You can tell the experience difference in the two of these competitors here, but at the same time, you know, you gotta take what they're giving you, just like Linda Robinson's doing here. She doesn't want to try to do too much. You know, there she's starting to land the right hand, but that jab's the lifesaver. Sharon can't get anything started, and really, I don't think she wants to, because every time she steps, she gets hit with that poleaxe.
Linda starting it with the left, time and time again here. We should tell you, Sharon is a new mom. 3 months ago, she had her first child, Artisha Shalom. So we want to congratulate her on that, and it takes a lot to get ready for a fight in 3 months when you've got a newborn.
Yeah, she came into the gym to lose some weight. And
now they're mixing it up pretty good. Robinson once again getting the better of it, but both ladies landing.
Yeah, Sharon went into the gym to lose some weight after having her baby, and it led to this. She enjoyed it.
I don't know how much she's enjoying this, because Robinson is landing at will.
But there she landed a good jab. Listen, it's give and take, and as I said, Sharon Searles' only chance to win this fight is with one punch, so she's not worried about the scoring.
We'll see if she can do it in the 4th and final round coming up next. This portion of Browning Boxing brought to you by Browning Boxing Online. Check them out at www.browningboxingonline. Get your tickets now for next year's great fights. The first fight of the year 2000, January 20th here at the Radisson Astrodome.
Texas.
second or junior? Second. As Robinson and Searles come out for the fourth and final round, a good fight to start it off. We've got 7. We've got a bikini contest courtesy of our friends at Hooters. All kinds of great stuff out here at the Radisson Astrodome. As we say thank you to Browning Boxing and all our sponsors this year here on TV 51. More good action to start the final round, Bob.
Now listen, if I'm Linda Robinson in here, and I'm sure Gilbert Sanchez in her corner, along with Brian Pardo, they told her, just keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to stop this girl. You don't have to knock her out. And listen, this is untested territory for both of these girls. All the sparring, all the preparation, throw it out the window. This is a real fight. And when you turn the lights on and get up here in front of a bunch of people, it just saps the energy out of a lot of people. Although, you know, Linda Robinson's a competitor, and I think she kind of enjoys this. But if I was here, I'd just be staying on that piston and continuing to outpoint Sharon Searles here in the fourth and final round.
It's the former Dallas fashion model against the new mom, and they've put on a good show here. Both ladies, in their pro debut, have given the crowd a good fight. Searles landing a few shots here, but she needs a lot more than that, doesn't she, Bob?
She does, but I mean, what Sharon Searles is looking for here isn't a lot of shots. She's looking for one shot.
And she's landing that straight left now on Robinson.
And Robinson just continues to pump that jab, and break the rhythm of Sharon Searles. Sharon kind of wants to walk right in there and throw that big right hand, that looping right hand, but every time her rhythm is broken, now they're exchanging jabs.
Both ladies in pretty good shape for this fight, but they're standing flat-footed here as we wind it down in round 4.
You can see they're inexperienced, but at the same time, they're both game. They're both giving an honest effort here.
I'm impressed with both of them.
You know, and it's tough when you're a pretty woman like Linda Robinson to get cracked in the eye like that. There's going to be a little swelling there tomorrow. And here we count down the final seconds of this fight. It was a good one for both girls.
Crowd cheering them on as we wrap it up. And that will do it. Good action here in the first fight. We'll go to the judges' cards. Nothing, huh, Louie? Nothing. Searles wasn't bad. Searles will be back. I know how you are. Let's go to Carlos Silva for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. The scores are as follows. Judge Bish scores about 40-36. Judge Stoner scores about 39-37. Judge McCullough scores about 39-37. All for the winner by unanimous decision. Let's hear for your winner, Linda Robinson.
In both ladies' debuts, they put on a good show, and Linda's dancing, and we've got a treat coming up next, Bob. The Brown Bombers coming up.
We got, never have we had such a highly touted 4-rounder, Maurice Doherty, 40 years old, coming out of retirement, living a dream. It should be interesting.
We'll see it next. You stay tuned to a Browning Boxing production.
These are your contestants for tonight's
time for our second fight of the night, a fight that we are pretty confident is going to go at least as long as the first one, Bob Spagnola. Linda Robinson, there you see, the former model from Waco, Texas, going to take on one of the Lady Buckeyes down here from Cleveland, and that would be Danetta Montgomery.
Yes, listen, it's hard with these women, Alan. I mean, it's hard to match them. There just isn't the inventory of female performers that there are of males, but now that I've made all those excuses, we've got to hope for the best.
And we'll probably get the best 4 rounds of fighting. I'm being optimistic here. My mom raised an optimist. Let's go up to Carlos Silva, get the official introductions, and then we'll see what these ladies can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the principals first out of the red corner. She weighed in at a trim 125 pounds and holds a professional record of 0 wins and 4 losses. She hails from Cleveland, Ohio. Help me welcome Danetta Montgomery. And introducing her opponent out of the blue corner, wearing the light blue colored trunks. Ladies and gentlemen, she went in at a trim 129 pounds. Holds a professional record of 2 wins, 0 losses, and 1 win by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, she also hails from Waco, Texas. Help me welcome Linda, the Lethal Weapon, Robinson.
Well, it's
4 rounds.
Danetta Montgomery, I don't think is very experienced, but Linda's green also, and Linda needs to make sure she's not looking pie this fight because, as we know in this business, anything can happen.
Sam Garza, the third man, the only man in the ring. Forgot about these women fights. And they come out mixing it up. Linda in the light blue outfit. She's always good for a nice-looking outfit in the ring. And Montgomery in the black, and they're going right at each other. Montgomery lands a short right. And the crowd is enjoying some good early action here in our second fight of the night.
Oh, really are it.
Robinson has sparred 75 rounds with guys getting ready for this fight, but Montgomery's forcing the action.
The thing about Danetta Montgomery is that can she pace herself? She's come out strong, and I think surprised Linda a little bit earlier in the fight, but Linda throws that whistling hook.
Good right to the head by Linda Robinson. And the Lethal Weapon starting to compose herself a little bit here. She'll be back here next month at the Radisson Astrodome if you like what you see of Linda Robinson. And then she's off to fight against Mia St. John on the undercard of the Sugar Shane Mosley.
Oh.
Fight in Vegas. Linda now starting to find the range with that big looping right. Montgomery pretty much defenseless against it, now in the corner, and that's a bad place to be. She's covering up. Sam Garza's taking a close look, and the construction worker has apparently seen enough. And the Lethal Weapon with a relatively easy time of it after that early barrage, Bob Spagnola.
Yeah, she did. As I said, I think Danetta Montgomery came out tonight and thought she was going to fight as long as she could and as hard as she could. And at the end of the time, she kind of settled into her corner, and discretion became the better part of valor.
Not a whole lot of discretion, and certainly not a whole lot of valor, unfortunately, from Danetta Montgomery. Let's go up to Carlos, and I see a pattern developing here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Sam Garza halts the bout at 1 minute and 26 seconds of round number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your winner, Linda, the Lethal Weapon, Robinson.
Somebody out on the first round TKO.